What's good? What's good? It's your boy Chuck going back in on the book we reading again. We gonna pick right back up where we left off. I don't want to waste too much time. Sorry I'm late. Alrighty, let's get back to it. This is the foreword. I began to plan this book in the closing years of the 19th century. It has thus been nearly 70 years in preparation. During those years, I have witnessed more vital changes in the affairs of men than had taken place in all the previous years of history of civilization. I have seen the advent of the automobile, the airplane, radio, television, atomic power, the age of space. I have seen electric power spread across the country, industry rise to levels of production beyond 19th century dreams, science and technology enjoy an almost explosive development. I have seen old nations disappear, new nations arise, jungles give way to paved roads, cities burgeon where sleepy villages once stood. I have seen people adapt themselves to all these changes and go right on being people, just as they have been for uncounted thousands of years. You will find this book takes cognizance of the changing world. In speaking of people, however, I speak of the forces which always have moved people and always will. We will see that without sufficient money, our lives are mean and hemmed in. So we want success in earning money. And along with money success, we want to be free of fears, nervous tensions, self-induced illnesses, worries, unhappiness. That is, in addition to money success, we seek peace of mind to make our lives complete. While this book may help you win great wealth, it can help you win peace of mind in abounding measure. As you will see, when we speak of peace of mind, we speak of more than peace as a restful state. Peace of mind is at the same time restful and dynamic, or as we might say, a restful base upon which your life dynamism stands. It has been called the wealth without which you cannot really be wealthy. It manifests itself in many ways. It is freedom from negative forces which may take possession of the mind, and from any such negative attitudes as worry and inferiority. It is freedom from any feeling of want. It is freedom from self-induced mental and physical elements of the kind which chronically degrade life. It is freedom from all fears, especially the 7 basic fears we shall all expose in their ugliness. It is the freedom from the common human weakness of seeking something for nothing. It is the possession of the joy of work and accomplishment. It is the habit of being oneself and doing one's own thinking. It is the habit of checking one's attitude towards life and towards one's fellow men, and always adjusting these attitudes for the better. It is the habit of helping others to help themselves. It is freedom from anxiety over what may happen to you after you die. It is the habit of going the extra mile in all human relationships. It is the habit in thinking of terms of what you wish to do instead of thinking of the obstacles which may get in your way. It is the habit of laughing at the petty misfortunes which may overtake you. It is the habit of giving before trying to get. Peace of mind covers a surprisingly broad field, doesn't it? In every way you use it, it helps you win money, success, and more. Peace of mind helps you live your life on your own terms, in values of your own choosing, so that every day your life grows richer and greater. This volume is written by a man who has found peace of mind the hard way, by trial and error. Its purpose is to help others find their own peace of mind, along with money success, by a shorter and less costly route. If some of the episodes seem ultra personal, please remember that it is the seemingly small events of a man's life which make up the greater portion of his experiences. In my own personal experiences, you may see your own. Notice how small experiences conceal both success and failure. They are the first testing ground in which you are given the opportunity to prove that you are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. Sorry about that. Let me put some love in my body. I realize that nobody wishes to take medicine prescribed by a doctor who does not. Sorry about that. Let me restart that. I realize that nobody wishes to take medicine prescribed by a doctor who does not take it himself when seeking the benefits he proclaims. The medicine given herein is the medicine proved by the marvelous effect upon myself and thousands of others. Thanks to the circumstances, I have had the aid of more than 500 of the most successful men in America. These men allowed me to go behind the curtains of their private lives and see for myself both their good qualities and their weaknesses, their successes and their failures, how they enjoyed or did not enjoy using their money, how this factor related itself to their possession or non-possession of peace of mind. It is with the 7 personal achievement built on my interviews and research that I have helped thousands of men and women whip poverty, wipe out the effects of a negatively conditioned childhood, solve problems, rise above circumstances which held them back. Let me say, I did this many years after I myself have risen above a heritage of 5 evils. You may know some of them: poverty, ignorance, fear, illiteracy, hopelessness. As a youngster, I was often hungry. There was a time when I ate bark I scraped off birch trees. Until I reached my teens, I continued to be hungry. I am still hungry, not for physical food, but for mental food. Food for a searching mind will still seek to know more about why some men succeed and some fail. Some have inward peace and some have inward conflict, but I have left my childhood handicaps far behind. Foreword. There came a time when one of the world's richest men, Andrew Carnegie, backed me in a plan to find the secrets of money success and life success. I have been an advisor to 3 United States presidents: William Howard Taft, Woodrow Wilson, and Franklin D. Roosevelt. And I helped the first president of the Philippines to attain freedom for his people. There was a period in which I courted fame, sorry about that. I craved for it, prayed for it, and worked endlessly to achieve it. At long last, my mail came from all over the world, sackfuls, more than I could ever read, let alone answer. Promoters looking for my cooperation came by the score. Merchants offered me all kinds of credit, and many offered to buy my endorsement of their wares. My tastes now are different. It was when I found that I wanted any sleep, I could not have a telephone registered in my name, that I began to appreciate peace of mind. Yet while I courted fame, I never stopped writing. Book followed book in my effort to tell the world what I had learned about success and the value of a positive state of mind, about human relations. Here's a list of books I have written: The Law of Success, 8 volumes; Think and Grow Rich, How to Sell Your Way Through Life; The Master Key to Riches, How to Raise Your Own Salary; Mental Dynamite, 16 volumes. Sorry about that. Mental Dynamite, 16 volumes. Science of Personal Achievement, and a 17-lesson course now being taught in home study and local class groups in the U.S. and many other countries. The passing years has helped me judge the value of these books and gauge their effect upon their readers. They have helped hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions, to build lives of happiness and success. I have been interested all this while in finding out which of the many items of advice have turned out to be the most useful and the most universal application. I have checked carefully to see which anecdotes and which type of anecdotes have provided the upward turning point at which a man finds himself and goes. This book represents in part a careful choice of items which have stood the test of time. In reading these items, you will know that they, in particular, have something which takes hold in the mind and builds the power of the mind to will the best and find it. Also, you will find much that is new. The world changes not in principle, but in certain aspects which bring different kinds of opportunities to the seeking man. More money making opportunities have arisen in the United States during the past 2 decades than existed in all of our previous history, and they still swarm thick and fast. You will require a vast vision for these opportunities as you read this book. You will find, if you have read my previous works, that this new one has new and different objective emphasizing values, which money alone cannot buy. All of my books show in many ways that there is more to life than making money. This book proves that point more fully than I was able to prove it years ago, and shows too that peace of mind in itself is a mighty force in helping you make money. I have said this book has I have said this book has been nearly 70 years in planning, quite true. But until recently, I did not know it. I believe we are all guided by invisible sources of inspiration, and recently there came to me inspiration from a strange and very real source, revealing how much my life has been spent in preparing to write these pages, urging me to uncover my typewriter and get to work. The man who speaks to you is in his 80s. His life remains full and hearty. His possessions, of which he surely has enough, have not taken away the thrill of accomplishment. The book is the first step of accomplishment. The best of the accomplishment comes in knowing that this book will bring wealth and happiness to those who read and think. I am ready now to write more clearly and maturely than ever was possible to me before. Join me and we will go on a fascinating journey together. A journey towards riches. A journey towards the fulfillment of your dearest dreams. A journey towards a supreme secret which gives you mastery of life itself. Napoleon Hill, 1967. All right, we're going to end it there, y'all. Tap back in with me tomorrow, man. We're going to start chapter 1. And there we go, man. Tap in with your boy Chuck. Man, we're going to get better equipment too, man. Work with me, all right? We working on a mic. We working on a better stand for the phone holder to record. Work with me, guys. But you already know, man. We coming back tomorrow. We're going to start chapter 1. Tap in with your boy Chuck.